The target by the Ministry of Finance is 22.3 trillion. We have internally set the bar a bit higher for ourselves to 24 trillion. And yes, in the first quarter, we have not hit the target by about $500 billion. It is true, work in progress. Of course, the first quarter was unique. Remember, July was under lockdown, not even restrictions, but lockdown. So that was 1 month in the quarter. Now the remaining months have had the restrictions and so on. But there is continuous effort on our part to seal any revenue leakages, to efficiently administer revenue collection, and also to appeal to more taxpayers to join, because it's a very noble thing.
The Uganda Revenue Authority has recorded a shortfall of 4.49 billion in revenue collection for the first quarter of financial year 2021 and 2022. According to the Commissioner General, Uganda Revenue Authority, John Musinguzi, in the first quarter of financial year 2021 to 22, Uganda Revenue Authority collected a net revenue of 4.4 trillion out of the targeted 4.9 trillion. Having achieved a growth in revenue collection of 14.99% of the financial year 2021 to 22, Uganda Revenue Authority is expected to collect 22.363 trillion in the financial year 2021 to 22, which is 3.1 trillion over and above the last year's collection.
Limited as it is because of the current pandemic restrictions, but also tap in the efficiency of revenue administration so that we are able to collect more than what we collected last year. And that is why we are taking opportunities like today to appeal to all our taxpayers to join us in this effort, because the times are difficult, yet the nation is relying on us to mobilize enough revenue to run services to the taxpayers and the citizens. So we work together in these circumstances and improve our revenue performance.
Musinguzi said there was a decline in revenue collected from the same sectors in which the first quarter of financial year 2021-2022 compared to same period of financial year 2020-22. Reports say that the revenue collection from the electricity, gas, steam and air conditioning supply sector declined by 17.31%. The construction sector declined by 15.95%, and the real estate sector declined by 4.67%. This decline is partly explained by continued government restrictions on some sectors, which has affected the supply chains and has disrupted the on-trade market like restaurants, hotels, events, institutions, among others. This has resulted into them operating below capacity. The report further indicates that there was also a decrease in tax yield. The tax yield from imports decreased by 19.62% compared to the same period last financial year. Top tax yielding items, which registered a decline in taxes during the period July-September 2021 to 22, were persons and goods motor vehicle by 345.36 billion, palm oil by 224.90 billion, wheat declined by 148.45 billion, palm oil 1013.46, and electro apparatus by 116.7 billion, among others.
So top tax yielding items which registered a decline in taxes during the period of July to September were persons and goods motor vehicles by 345.36 billion, palm oil by 224.9 billion, wheat and mesclun by 148.45 billion, petroleum oils by 113.46, and electric apparatuses by 116.07 billion, among others.
Musinguzi further indicates that tax policy on the export of gold also impacted on revenues. The government imposed a levy of 5% on a kilogram of processed gold and 10% on the value of unprocessed minerals. For the period July to September 2021, no gold was exported and did not yield any revenue in the period.
The other area responsible for the decline of the customs duties was the tax policy on the export of gold. Government imposed a levy of 5% on a kilogram of processed gold and 10% on the value of unprocessed minerals for the period July to September 2021. However, no gold has been exported, and this did not yield any revenue in the first quarter. Gold exporters are still in negotiations with the government regarding this tax dispute and the applicable rate. This largely explains the deficit of 27.3 billion in the export levy.
According to Musinguzi, the revenue target for the remaining period of the financial 2021-2022 is 17.404 trillion, which is 77.82% of the annual target of the 22.363 trillion, out of which Uganda Revenue Authority is targeting 6.104 trillion for the quarter 2. Pedson Mumbere, Smart 24.